Hello, I'm ABX and welcome back to the video. So as you all probably aware by now, I see a lot of builds in Minecraft, I check out a lot of builds in Minecraft, and a lot of them I really do like. I find things that make me want to build myself and that make me really inspired to play Minecraft and do it again, and that's why I show off a lot in my videos. However, another thing I notice when I'm watching all these things and I'm seeing all these different builds is that there's a lot of overused trends, and indeed there's a lot of overused blocks in Minecraft for reasons that really shouldn't be used. In fact, there are so many blocks which I think are objectively terrible that seem to make it into pretty much every single build that someone does at some point. So in today's video, I figured I'd go over some of the most overrated, ridiculous blocks, in my opinion, in Minecraft, so you can know which ones you should maybe not use, or at least understand why I don't like them, and hopefully you all do enjoy this video. Like if you do like it, because it helps out the channel, and let's know you do like these sorts of fun list videos. With that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's start with the very first block, which I feel like is really overused in Minecraft, and it honestly has to be the oak wood, or really just any wood block, because a lot of people do this exact same thing. I swear, everyone who builds their first house has the same idea of like, okay, what we'll do is we'll have some wood on the inside, you know, use some planks or whatever, place them up there, do whatever you gotta do, and then on the outside, or for the outline, we'll use oak wood, just like this, and, oh, that was weird, we'll use oak wood just like this, and look at that, that's wonderful. Now we've got, like, pillars, and every single person does this, and personally, I've never liked that. Like, I kind of understand why you do it. You need to have a different block. You can't make a block at your house out of one block. It makes sense, and, you know, using wood kind of is there, but the thing is wood is kind of designed to be split into four, in my opinion at least. That's how I've always used it, that's how I've always done things. So if you're gonna have like a pillar block, try literally any other block in the game. I try to think of like the worst block for it, and even something as ridiculous as brick, if we use it in this exact same way to just make pillars, I mean, it looks at least, I wouldn't argue too much worse than it did before, right? It looks like this instead, and it still adds the same layer of like, oh, there's a different block there, and if you do something good with it, and you do something that actually makes sense, I don't think this is that, I'm just like kind of playing around here, you can see how you can change your house using any block in the game. You don't have to use wood planks and wood together. Every single person always seems to do this as an early game thing, and I've just never liked it personally. So yeah, it's entirely overrated using the wood block itself. You can get way more efficiency from turning it into planks, and given that, you know, like, it's not really even meant to be used in this form, besides to make trees, I'm just saying, that's my opinion on this one, and I know that's gonna, like, blow away half the people at first. You know, this video is probably gonna offend you if you build a lot in Minecraft, but the second thing that really I feel like is overused has to be pressure plates. The thing about pressure plates in Minecraft is they're meant to be used in redstone, and they're kind of useful in that way. I feel like if you're doing redstone stuff with pressure plates, that's impressive, and I kind of like them in that way. However, pretty much every single person has the idea of like, wait, it's a really thin block, you know, it's I think it's literally a Minecraft pixel thick, or, you know, like 1/16 of a block thick. Look how thick this thing is, which means that a lot of people think, wait, we'll use it to make tables. So these are tables that people make from pressure plates, and personally, I really don't like these. I mean, you can actually just about see how it's a table. I mean, it's not a very good looking table, but you can see how it's the most table-like thing you can get. But two things in relation to that. First of all, why do you need a table in Minecraft that badly? What possible need do you have for a table in Minecraft? Like, why you can't put stuff down on it? Do you want to just have it there so it looks like a house? But you can't have most of the furniture from a house, so you just have tables, and that's it. That's questionable. And the second thing is that they don't work as tables. First of all, because you can't throw things on them, and second of all, because if you go near them, it presses down. And personally, all I see when people do these is just a pressure plate on a stick, and it's like, why do we need these? But people don't only use them to make tables, people also use them to texture the ground, and this is the other thing I just don't understand. Maybe this is just me being like, you know, different people and confused, but if you, a lot of people do this where they cover the ground in pressure plates to add texture to it, to make it look less like monotonous, but when you cover the ground in pressure plates, all I'm thinking is one of those must have TNT, and even if they don't have TNT, which usually they don't, it doesn't look good to me. I just see a bunch of pressure plates, and I wonder what people see in it. Again, maybe my eyes work differently to everyone else, but the whole idea of like pressure plates on the ground, it's ridiculous if you ask me, and I just don't understand how people see anything but just a bunch of pressure plates laid along the ground. But that's just my opinion, of course. As always, again, there's another, like, half the people who weren't offended now. But let's move on to the next one, and I feel like this is one of the most offensive things you can say in Minecraft. This is where everyone's just like, you know, we're done with this, we're gonna click off the video so we can, because I honestly think, so we're gonna go over to the planks, we're gonna make ourselves a crafting table, and I'm gonna show you my least, one of the blocks which everyone loves, but I really am not a fan of, because it is actually gonna be the stairs, as you can see right here. So yes, stairs, first of all, inefficient. You use 6 planks to get 4 stairs, even though stairs are less than a block. No idea how that happens, no idea where the 2 planks go, or why you don't get like 8 stairs instead. But anyway, my point being, you should get 8, you get 4, but that's fine. You know, like, you might figure it's worth it because you really love stairs. But the thing is, people only like stairs because it works. Well, actually, people like stairs for 2 wrong reasons. The first one, because, you know, I'm in charge of what's the right and wrong reasons to like things, clearly. But basically, the first reason people like stairs is because they kind of function like a 3/4 slab. People love half slabs, even though they're not really like intentional in Minecraft. Like I think Notch said many times before, half slabs are his biggest regret, and stairs are along the same lines where people are like, oh, I love me some stairs. You can use them to do so much. One of the things people will do with them is they'll make like a little seat out of them, and it's like, look, here is my seat. And here's my table. Look how good it is. It looks like a real furnished house. No, it doesn't. It looks like you place some stairs down next to a fence with a pressure plate on it. These don't look like seats. And even if they did look like seats, I mean, maybe you do think they do. What are you going to do? You're going to sit on them like this and be like, look, I'm sitting on a seat. Look how well furnished my Minecraft house is. This is the best thing in the world. Ha 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 ha. No, that's not what you're ever doing. No one ever sits on their seats. No one ever thinks they look like seats. It's just a thing you do because you figure, well, I need to furnish my Minecraft house. No, if you need to furnish it, put like real things in there, like, you could put armor stands, you could put like, furnaces, you could put like real things that will help you out. Having a seat in there, not going to be useful because you don't sit down on the seat. Maybe there should be a seat, but there isn't one right now. And the other thing people like to use it for is because it works as a 3/4 slab. And personally, I've never liked this because it makes builds look textured. Look at this, like, it looks like a textured little wall. It's got a little indent there. But I mean, like, realistically, because you can only build out of, I think it's 10, it's slightly less than 10 different stairs, you only have certain blocks you can build it for that, and that means you have to limit yourself for the entire build just to add this an extra layer of texture to it. And I get it, I guess it's kind of nice, but the thing is I really feel like, if you can build with blocks in Minecraft, that's kind of how it was intended. You have so many more choices if you build with a full block instead of a 3/4 slab, and again, I'm not a big fan of it. You can use it for weird stuff too if you want, like, look at this right here. Basically, stairs are just a weird block in Minecraft that most people don't even use as a stair. I mean, you can use it, and that's how its best use is, and again, it's one of these things where it's one of Notch's biggest regrets adding them to the game, because once you add, a 3/4 slab block, people are like, oh, vertical half slabs. Oh, why not have like 8/10 of a block or this and that? And yeah, it's kind of funny to me that that's the reason. That's one of the things about this that happens. And yeah, I feel like if you start adding like the more stairs and you start adding more like half vertical half slabs, and oh yeah, why not have like a diagonal block? Then you can just say like, oh yeah, why even have blocks to begin with? Kind of defeats the point of Minecraft once you go past it at some point. But that's just my opinion, of course. And we've offended another half of the video. Before we move on to another one, which I feel like at this point you probably don't like this block if you've managed to make it this far without being offended, but a lot of people seem to really love diamond blocks in Minecraft. That's right, diamond blocks made from diamonds, and I get why in survival, just about, like, it's the most premium block. You have to use 9 of your diamonds, stuff that can be used for so many valuable tools, just to make one of these blocks. So if you have a grid of them, that's like 81 diamonds. But the thing is, lots of people, when they're in creative, where you can tell, you can tell what's made in creative and what's made in survival, usually, where everyone knows you can use any block you like. It doesn't matter what block you're using, guess what, they're all the same. Wood stairs and diamond blocks, they come just as easily, so why do people use so much diamond? It's like, you don't need to brag about your diamond collecting in survival, because this isn't survival, and so a lot of people will use, blocks of diamonds like this to make their beacon things, and it's like, it probably looked better in gold, it probably looked better in emerald, because the diamond block itself is actually really, really ugly. If you ever look at it, you realize that, like, wait, so it's not even just a clear blue block, it's one of the most blue blocks in the game, but it's not clear blue, it's like slightly white, and then the pattern's like a weird like blade or like a finger gun or something, or a boat. Yeah, it looks like the front of a boat there, right? Or a ship or something. It's ridiculous. Look at it from any angle and you realize it looks really kind of bad. And the only thing I like this for is that it is a way to show off in survival. And it is also a way to be like, yeah, we got a really fancy, like orb deposit going on here. Or it's a really nice blue block, but it's not a way to show off. If you use these blocks in creative, then you're not showing off anything. You're just showing off how like ridiculous you look, or that you think that this looks like a survival build. I'm not sure. But yeah, personally, I never like the diamond block because it's also a really big shower that you're in creative mode, and part of me's always liked survival building way more because it, like, again, it takes extra time, there's all this stuff, and yeah, that's my reasoning behind that. Let's move on to the last block, the last couple of blocks though, because next up we're going to quickly talk about terracotta. So terracotta used to be called stained clay, and it used to be one of the very few colourful blocks in the game. So yeah, instead of using wool, you might want to use terracotta. However, now that wool has had a rework, it looks like this. Look how beautiful this orange wool is. Now that we have concrete, look how beautiful this is, and since we have, like, red sandstone and other like colored orange blocks, why would you ever use orange terracotta? This just looks like it's brown, because every single terracotta block, if I show you in the creative menu, let me go and let me show you all of those. So we're going to go game mode 1, Look at all of the terracotta blocks and you'll realize very quickly that every single one of them is just a drab version of the color. So this is cyan, right? This is not a cyan terracotta. This is the least cyan thing I've ever seen. You just get boring, dull colors, and I see them used in so many situations where I'm like, either they don't know concrete exists, or they've never checked it, or they're just wrong. I'm not sure which it is, but concrete really, you should use concrete. It's beautiful. And the other one that really, really frustrates me, it's at the end of the list. It's the most overused block that everyone loves for no reason or negative reasons. It's gravel. Yes, that's right. It's gravel again. Because here's the thing about gravel in Minecraft. Let me give a quick gravel rant. People think it makes a beautiful pathway when you combine it with the ground, because guess what? It means that it's not the same block. It breaks it up. No, I just see gravel in the ground. I think, why have you put gravel in your build willingly? You know, I spend so much time in my survival world getting rid of all the gravel, and you've just thrown it in your floor just to make it ugly. You know, I instantly think like, nope, nope, nope. This is not okay. You cannot have gravel in your builds. A lot of people think like, oh yeah, you got a stone floor. No, it doesn't. It just looks different. It looks ugly. It doesn't even look like gravel. It just looks like the ugly block. Has anyone ever been like, oh, I ran out of gravel. I wish I had more so I could make my builds better? No, no one's ever thought that in the history of Minecraft. And I'm just saying, gravel's the worst block ever. And if you like it, then maybe you're objectively wrong. But anyway, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I really do think that a lot of these blocks are just overused like heck, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, that's how Minecraft works. The whole of the world works because there are trends that you see in someone else's build, and you think that's how things have to be done. But, you know, Minecraft is a game with a billion possibilities, or like 600 possibilities, and try to experiment with some of the lesser used stuff, because that's how you're going to invent something that's never been seen before. You can, you know, you can make a house that's been built 1,000 times before by following a tutorial or doing whatever you got to do. But if you want to make something brand new, you got to try and experiment. Try and use the red concrete powder like this, and try and make something nice in this, because it looks interesting. It looks a bit like a mushroom block. You can make a mushroom from it, maybe. I'm not sure, but you can build new and exciting things if you try that, and maybe it fails. But I know that's just my opinion. Maybe my opinion is wrong. I mean, maybe it is and maybe it isn't. Who knows? Thank you very much for watching this video, though. I hope you all enjoyed it. Like if you liked it, share if you liked it, subscribe if you're around here, and make sure you turn on notifications so you can see these fun videos where I offend everyone in the comments every single day on my homepage, your homepage, and yeah, that's a thing I'd recommend. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.